Simmons Foods, based in Siloam Springs, Arkansas, is a leading supplier of poultry, pet, and ingredient products. The company ranks in the top 20 poultry producers in the United States, is the largest supplier of store-brand wet pet food in North America, and boasts an innovative line of proprietary feed ingredient products. In 2015, Simmons Foods received USPOULTRY's Clean Water Award in the full treatment category for their poultry processing and rendering complex in Southwest City, Missouri. The Southwest City complex treats an average wastewater flow of 2.28 million gallons per day that is generated from processing live poultry, rendering poultry byproducts, and manufacturing feed ingredients for various animals.
Hi, welcome to Simmons Foods. I'm Mark Simmons, chairman of Simmons Foods, and we're here at our Southwest City, Missouri facility. We bought this place in 1982 from the O'Brien family. They had built the first plant here, I think, in 1962. When we bought it, it had 3 lagoons that basically were passive lagoons that discharged into this little tributary. So as we expanded and added on to this facility, first of all, we went to an overland flow facility behind those 3 lagoons to improve the water. And then when we made an expansion in the mid-90s, we decided that overland flow was never going to be able to meet the water quality criteria that was being discussed. So we put in a full treatment system here. And we've added on to it and expanded it and improved it almost every year since in some manner.
Focused on reducing their environmental footprint, Simmons Foods converts 130 million pounds of wastewater skimmings into valuable feed ingredients for cattle. If not recycled in this way, these skimmings would be disposed of in a landfill or land applied. Innovative spirit led Simmons to think outside the box by drawing on technology used in the citrus industry to process the high-strength wastewater generated during the production of several high-protein feed ingredients for animals. This technology passes waste heat from the rendering plant cookers through an evaporator to remove beneficial organic solids, including phosphorus. Rather than removing these materials in the wastewater treatment plant, they are removed upstream, where they can be diverted back into the feed ingredient manufacturing process.
My name's William Hayda. I'm Director of Maintenance Services with Simmons Feed Ingredients. Some of the problems that we face as poultry companies and renderers are with DAF skimmings and poultry blood. They're very strong streams on our waste treatment services. So we're always seeking solutions to recover those proteins and keep them out of the waste stream and keep them into the animal feeds.
Simmons' use of unique technology does not stop there. Recognizing odors that come from the rendering facility may impact their neighbors, personnel at the Southwest City plant installed thermal oxidizers that use heat to destroy odor compounds emitted from cookers operating in the rendering plant.
Simmons is really committed to trying to be good stewards of the environment and their neighbors, and odors was always on our minds.
Another highlight of their operation is the facility's water reuse program.
Here at the plant, our process uses about 2.4 million gallons per day of water for processing and rendering. In 1996, we came up with an initiative to take our final effluent from the wastewater treatment plant and recycle as much of that as possible back into our facility. And where we found the biggest opportunity was in our rendering plant for washdown. So at the end of our wastewater treatment process, we recycle about 300,000 to 400,000 gallons per day back up to rendering. Since 1996, that has allowed us to keep about 2 billion gallons of water in the groundwater. At the facility, wells are our source for water, and so our driving initiatives on water recycle are keeping water in the ground, conserving our groundwater resources, and also to keep as much hydraulic loading as possible off of our wastewater plant. And by using this water recycle system, we're able to accomplish both those goals.
Simmons Foods takes great pride in its environmental stewardship and is always ready to share their story with the community. Each year, Simmons hosts numerous environmental tours. Attendees include state officials, local community leaders, and citizens representing Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas.
We started back in 2002 bringing our neighbors and friends in to show them what we do here at the plant to treat our processing water. And we started out actually with a monthly neighbors meeting here and just talking about everything that we did each month, and that morphed into broader audience of inviting folks within 20, 30, 40 miles from here. We've got a really good lake community just west of us here in Oklahoma, Grand Lake of the Cherokees. And our treated wastewater runs into that lake. So we invited people from Oklahoma, from Missouri, and from Arkansas to come see what we're doing.
Simmons Foods is committed to creating habitats that protect and increase the population of wildlife on and around their facility. Likewise, Simmons Foods strives to put practices in place that focus on protecting and enhancing the environment and natural resources.
Behind us is a discharge channel for our wastewater treatment plant at Southwest City. We're overlooking a field that once was run with cattle, and in 2006 we purchased the property and were able to negotiate with the landowner that he was able to continue to use the property with the exclusion that cattle would not be pastured here. Instead going to practices like hay mowing and other things outside of cattle. Since that time, we've been able to work from our end to establish more of a natural stream setting. We've planted 3,500 trees along the stream branch to make a riparian corridor.
Simmons believes treating their wastewater to the best of their ability is paramount to their success. Despite generating wastewater that varies greatly in its makeup and concentration of pollutant constituents, the facility continually discharges treated effluent with pollutant levels far below the threshold set in their discharge permit.
Our nutrient limits in our current permit are a phosphorus of 1.0 milligram per liter and a ammonia of 2.4 milligram per liter in the summer. We've been able for the last 15 years to successfully stay below those numbers by a significant threshold. For example, last year we averaged below 0.05 phosphorus going out through the stream, and our direction from the chairman of the board and other management and staff at the company is always to make the best water that we can make. And so we're not looking at permit limits per se, we're looking at what can our treatment plant do and how can we do the best that we can with that process.
Commitment, innovation, and passion. Lofty principles and actions that made the Simmons Foods Southwest City, Missouri facility deserving of U.S. Poultry's 2016 Clean Water Award.
This message was brought to you by the U.S. Poultry and Egg Association. Funding for this video was provided by the International Poultry Expo. Please support our exhibitors, and we invite you to attend.